Right. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hadith number 415. Bismillah. Read.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وعن عبد الله بن زيد رضي الله عنهما انه راى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم توضا وانه مسح راسه بماء قدر يديه رواه الترمذي ورواه مسلم مع الزوائد.
Yeah. Nabi Abdullah bin Zayd radiallahu anhu saw Nabi Akram Sam making wuzu, and then he made masa of his head with water which is not the surplus of his hands. Thus, Imam Tirmidhi narrated it, and Imam Muslim also narrated this hadith with extras. In others, Imam Muslim narrated the hadith with all the other lums also. Right. So when it comes to in the Hanafi kitab, you see there, a person washed his hands, and then if there's any wetness left over his hands, he can make masa with it. It is permissible for him to do that. Yes, if he made masa first of some lamb, then he can't use that to make masa again. But after washing a lamb, then he can use the wetness from that hands to make the masa of the head. What's happening? Huh? Is it right? Okay. So, because when you wash, okay, right, because when you wash a lamb, right, then the water becomes mai mustamal once it separates from your lamb. And as long as it's still on your lamb, then it's still, it's not yet mai mustamal. But when you make masa, the moment you use, then it becomes mai mustamal already. You understand it? So, therefore, Hanaf say that you can use the leftover water on the hands to make the masa of the head. However, the others say no. And this hadith also shows that you use the water which is not the leftover of his hands. And you use new water for masa. So nevertheless, it is still better to use new water for masa of the head. Right, Reed?
وعن ابي امامه رضي الله عنه ذكر وضوء رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال كان يمسح الماءين قال الاذنان مع الراس وهو ابن ماجه وابو داود والترمذي وذكر قال حماد لا ادري الاذنان مع الراس
من الرأس
من قول ابي امامه اني
من قول right, from Abu Umayma originally mentioned the wuzu of Rasulullah, and he said that Nabi Akram used to wipe the inside of his eyes. And he also said that 2 years is from the head, right? And Ibn Majah narrates and Abu Dawud narrates hadith and Tirmizi. And they both mentioned, right, that Hamad says, I don't know, is uzunan min al-ra's from the call of Abu Umama, or is it from the call of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? So it's mustahab also now when you wash the face too, just wash the inside of your ears, of your eyes, your inside, not for us to wash there. But if you wash it, you take all the dirt out there, right? And then al-udunani min al-ra's, right? You can learn 2 hukams from there, right? One is that when you wipe your head, that when you make masa of the head, that's when you'll make masa of the ears also. And the other hukam you learn from there is that the water that you use from the masa of the head, you'll use the same water for the masa of the ears. But obviously now in the masa of the head, you're using now those fingers, you understand it? And you're using the palm. So then for the masa of the ears, your index finger and your thumb is still available. So when it comes to now, the first hukam, which is that when you make masa of the head, that's the time you make masa of the ears, there is no ikhtilaf, all ulama are unanimous, right? And then Imam Malik, Imam Bonifa, Imam Malik, and Imam Ahmad rahmatullah alayhi, they say that for you can use the same water of the masa of the head, you use it for masa of the ears. You don't have to take new water. Only Imam Shafi rahmatullah says you should use new water for masa of the ears. You got that now? Right, Reem.
وعن عمرو بن سعيد عن ابي جابر رضي الله عنه قال جاء اعرابي الى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يساله عن الوضوء فاراه ثلاثه ثم قال هكذا الوضوء من زاد على هذا فقد اساء وتعدى وبلد رواه النسائي وابن ماجه ورواه ابو داود.
Yeah, right. That a villager came to Nabi Karim asking him about wuzu. So he showed him wuzu three times, and he said, "This is the wuzu. This is how wuzu should be made. And whoever increase upon this, then he has done wrong, and he has exceeded the limit, and he has made zulam." In other words, if you wash more than 3 times now, either you're falling prey to waswasa. You understand? You know, thinking the lam is not, then you wash 3, 4, 5, 10 times, still your mind is telling you now, then you're falling prey to waswasa. So by then you're wasting water. You understand it by washing more than 3 times, right? Mean?
عن عبد الله بن مغفل رضي الله عنه انه سمع الوضوء يقول اللهم اني اسالك القصر الابيض عن يمين الجنه قال اي بني سل الله الجنه
صلى الله الجنة.
وتعوذ به من النار. فإني سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول إنه سيكون في هذه الأمة قوم يعتدون في الطهور والدعاء. رواه أحمد وأبو داود وابن ماجه.
Like Abdullah ibn Maghfar, he said he heard his son saying, "Oh Allah, I ask you for a white palace on the right side of Jannah." So he said, "Oh my son, ask Allah Ta'ala for Jannat and seek protection from Allah Ta'ala from the Jahannam." Because I heard Nabi Karim saying, indeed soon there will be in this ummah such people who will transgress the limits in cleaning, in cleansing, and in dua. You understand it? So uh, so now you're asking now for a special place in Jannah, right side and all that. So that is now that is now going exceeding the limits when it comes to dua, right? The proper way of making dua is to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Jannat and to seek protection from Jahannam. General, you understand it? And exceeding the limits in purifying is that you wash more than 3 times. You understand it? You wash more than 3 times, right?
وعن أبي بن كعب رضي الله عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إن الوضوء شيطان يقال له الولهان فاتقوا وسواس الماء. رواه الترمذي وابن ماجه وقال الترمذي هذا حديث خفيف وليس إسناده
بالقوي
عند أهل الحديث لأننا لا نعلم أحدا أسنده غير خارجة وهو ليس بالقوي عند أصحابنا.
From Bay bin Kabir and from Nabi Karim Sallallahu he said, indeed for Huzur is a shaitan who is called Walahan. So beware of the waswasa of water. Narrated by Tirmizi Ibn Majah, and Tirmizi says, Imam Tirmizi says, this hadith is gharib, and its sanad is not strong according to the people of hadith, because we do not know anyone that attributes it, makes it musnad, besides Kharija, right? And he is not a strong narrator according to the our ashab, in other words, the scholars of hadith, right? The muhaddizin. Walahan means that the akal is lost and becomes confused. And I give this name to the shaitan because he puts that whispers into a person's mind and tells him that you didn't wash properly. So he carries on washing and that's how he wastes water. You understand it? So what should be done is just take this wasp, just wash the rice and take all that wasps out. That's why they give you that 3 times. So you wash the time. After you wash 3 times, take all wasps out and carry on.
عن معاذ بن جبل رضي الله عنه قال رأيت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا توضأ مسح وجهه بطرف ثوبه رواه الترمذي.
Then from Muaz ibn Jabal said, I saw Nabi Akram Sam, when you make wuzu, he wipe his face with the side of his cloth, of his clothes, right? Right. So, Imam Zailai has mentioned in the Sharaf Kanz that it's permissible to use a towel, right, after making wuzu. Some Hanafi kitabs got it there that if you use the towel and your usage of the towel is in the way of pride and haughtiness, then it's makruh. And if not, then it's permissible, then it's not makruh. Imam Shafi'i rahmatullah says, to use a towel, right, after wuzu or ghusl is not sunnat. What he says? It's not sunnat. Right, read.
عائشة رضي الله عنها قالت كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كيف المسح فيها أعضاءه بعد الوضوء رواه الترمذي وقال هذا حديث قال وأن معاذ الراوي ضعيف.
As Aisha said that there was one Nabi Akram Sam, a cloth by which you would wipe what it is limbs after wuzu. That by Tirmizi, and he said this hadith is not strong. And Abu Muaz, the narrator, is da'if according to the people of hadith. Right, Imam Tirmidhi rahmatullah is saying, not only is he saying this hadith is da'if, but he also says there is no hadith that shows that Nabi Akram would wipe himself, right, after, right. However, there were some Sahaba Ikram and Tabi'een, they would wipe themselves, right, so they gave permission for this. So although it's not established from any action or call of Nabi Karim Sallallahu, rather it's established from the calls of the Sahaba, and it's quite clear that they would also have taken their cue from Nabi Karim Sallallahu. Leave it till the next kitab.